what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this foam roller, you can also just put a pillow, and I'm gonna do a sideline series. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna see, you're gonna lie down, okay? You can have your hand underneath your neck if your neck is bothering you, supporting your head. And then from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open, and I'm gonna try to keep this knee down. My knee tends to come up, so I actually like to anchor it down so that I don't, but I'm gonna go ahead and open and try to keep that knee down. I'm gonna go as far as I can and then come back. You'll see this is where there's some tightness. I'm just trying to get that thumb down in front, down and back. Thumb down in front, down and back. Trying to keep that knee down. The reason we put the foam roller or a pillow underneath this front knee is so that we don't get the lower back to be the main sensation here. We want the upper back to be the main mover. So that's number one. Number two, like you're pulling back on a bow and arrow, I'm gonna keep my hand here on this one. I'm gonna almost activate and keep my top hand on top of the down arm and keep everything close and try to rotate around the upper back. You'll notice that I get a little bit better range of motion until I get here, okay? And then you're gonna come back. Again, I like 2 to 3 at minimum, maybe 5, depending on your tempo. Okay, this one feels really good for me right now. And it might for you too, depending on where you're at. Okay, and the third one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open. Okay, we call these rainbow openers. This one also feels like a little bit more relaxed because your hip is on the ground, but you'll notice you get stuck. And it might be a different spot, but there's my sticking point right there. That's where I get stuck. Try to keep your hand low to the ground, tuck that arm all the way back, and then when you come back up, you're gonna flip your hand back up and then down. One more time. So here, keep that hand close, relax the right side. You notice this arm is really not moving. For a lot of people, the half kneeling series against the wall is similar, but the hips move a lot. They tend to dance. So this gets us to get that same concept, but with a lot less knee and hip action and involvement, again, taking that out of it. Sometimes we want it in there. In this instance, we don't. Okay, now I'm gonna do another one. It's a little similar, but still a little different. I'm gonna take the top hand, okay? I'm gonna place it underneath, almost like your side, your oblique area, and I'm gonna hold that rib cage, and then I'm gonna try to open while this stays down. These knees are stacked. I'm gonna try to open the top shoulder away from the bottom knee and then come back. So you're gonna keep them stacked. Try to push that knee back. So keep them stacked. Try to push it, push it, and then back. Again, the concept here is that we're trying to separate the torso and the rib cage from the pelvis. That's why this is anchored. That's why we're here. This is a little too much arm. See how easy that goes? When my hand is here, forcing my shoulder to try to turn open. Okay? And then you're gonna do that on both sides. I'll show you the other side, just so we can run through it one more time. So again, you're looking for a 90-90 position. Okay, the bottom leg is straight, ankle on the foam roller, knee on the foam roller, hip, knee, ankle, 90 degrees. From here, and again, you got a good view here. This is something called the book opener, and if this hand is flopping around or this knee is moving around, you're gonna take that knee and kind of pin it down with the top arm. So I'm gonna open. Hopefully you're more flexible than me. That's actually not bad. I'm able to get mostly to the ground. Do 5 of these. Again, thumb down. Last one. Okay, and then we're gonna do the bow and arrow. So here, top arm, kind of peel or pull back that bow and arrow, kind of trace that arm. Again, this is my backswing, so you can see why this is better because I do this one. There's not as much limitation there. Again, the concept is to find a range of motion where you're stuck This is not that one, but you can see where it could be, because the other side was much more limited. I'm just gonna do 3, pull that bow back, get all the way back to the ground. I mean, if my top knee stays down, this is so much better than the other side. And that's part of the reason when you can have pain is because one side has the range of motion, the other side doesn't, but you compensate to get another motion done, but you do it wrongly. And then the last one is the rainbow, and this side's a little stuck. And again, that hand finishes down behind the lower back. And just one more. Okay, and then I'm gonna stack those knees, okay, and then reach my right hand underneath, hold that knee down, try to open into my turn. Look how different the right side is compared. This, I barely even feel. I feel a little bit, that's not true. But try to open, separate the torso from the knee and the hip. Breathe out while doing it, don't hold your breath. One more. And that's it. Now, that's just one little series. A lot of people ask, which one should I do? Make sure you do all of them and then find one that feels the stickiest. Find one where you're like, oh, that doesn't feel good. And get that one to be the one that you practice. Do that one. Try that one. Do 3, 5, 10 reps, whatever it takes. See what you feel. You can test it. You can turn and test and see where your range of motion is. There, I'm a little bit more stuck. This side, my backswing, you almost see the back of my shoulders, right? So you can, this one is a little bit more stuck. The idea here, find that compensation, find that difference, right to left, or in a pattern, and then fix it.